my goddamn headphones on so we don't hear my goddamn opening in triplicate. There we go. All right. Opening in triplicate. No way. Was that quality options? What the fuck? What devilry is this? Oh, the Twitch gods have blessed me tonight. All right. At everyone. There's actually so many people on my Discord at this point that typing at everyone has now requires me to put in multiple letters. And although I feel like that's great, and it's like, yay, there's so many people on the Discord, the other thing is like, man, I really wish with the amount of times I just type at everyone, it'll just fucking automatically send up at everyone at me. Like, I wish Discord knew. You know what I'm saying? I wish it knew. Anyway, Amnesia. You can please spell amnesia correctly. Amnesia. The Dark Descent. I'ma be scared. That says scowled, which is close enough to scared. Alright. And switch to PC. Close that fucker. Find out where I actually put Amnesia. Scowled. Welcome, maid. Check out them quality options I have for some unknown fucking reason. Now you can see the horror. Wow. Alright. I believe we left off halfway through this game. Yep. Okay, alright. So the waterway, alright. Okay. Well, on the plus side, now that we ended last stream, the fear has ended, so I'm not a scaled anymore. Although I should check my health. Injured, but crystal clear health. F for lantern. Alright. Scaled. The most important thing we've learned... The water's too deep to traverse safely. The most important thing we've learned is that this game's sanity mechanic is complete bullshit. And... yeah. It cheats. It cheats super hard. Will not budge. Can I just jump? Oh, no, there's like a pole there. Huh. It's like a puzzle. Gears need to be greased. Is that just code for drop a heavy rock on it? No, it isn't. Well, I don't want to use oil. Plus, I think that would make the game unbeatable. Wouldn't it? Gear needs to be greased. But I feel like if I use actual oil... Like, I feel like using oil, it means throw the lantern in. You can't throw the lantern. I hope? What if it means... What if it means this? What if it means get a rock... parkour up on top, beat it from up high with a rock. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Okay, the lantern's not a real item. Yep, okay, double-clicking... Okay, so put oil on it wasn't the answer either. Amnesia: The Dark Descent, but the protagonist is accompanied by Chris Redfield. Yo, yes. Yes. I mean, it wouldn't be scary anymore, but it would be fucking awesome. Which is like being scary. I can only think that the game wants me to go back and get some kind of lubrication, but I cannot think of a thing I would rather do less than that. The sewer must be drained first. I can only imagine I have to go back. What if... Wait, hang on. What if I get my glass jar and I, like... Nope. No. Fuck. Fuck. Wait, yes? Sweet. Oh, that's just oil? Okay. So, okay, note to self, if you're ever in a fucking horror game, the most useful item you can apparently acquire is a fucking glass jar. Broken pipe is blocking the ladder, however, got somewhat damaged by the impact. Is that really not the answer? Oh, there it is. Alright, things you need. If you're gonna be in a horror game and you know it. Here's things you need. A wireless radio. A flashlight. A cell phone with a camera. A glass jar. A gun. Please bring a gun. Bring a gun. A knife. I'm thinking of other items that... A map. Paper and a pencil for another map that you yourself draw. Lockpick.
How did we find this place?
Speaking of lube, I saw this infomercial that left in a blooper. It was an infomercial for this water-based lube, and it showed a guy trying to spin a wheel, and it wouldn't move fast. Then he put the lube on it, it spins, and the wheel goes flying off.
The way we planned.
I don't understand the sexual metaphor with that. Was it a sexual metaphor, or am I just trying to make it a sexual metaphor? But why would I want a wheel to fly off if I'm doing wheel maintenance? What an interesting commercial. I like that this level is well lit. This is my favorite level. Why did I do that? Sick, I got a pipe. I like how, like, when we ended last stream, I was a huge fucking coward, and now that we're back in the stream, I'm all calm again. That won't fucking last. Fuck yeah, another pipe. This game controls really awkwardly. Not like, okay, really awkwardly is going a bit too far. This game controls slightly awkwardly, which I think is the intention. I think they intentionally make this game control weird, but we all know how I feel about intentionally making your game feel weird. Not a fucking fan of it. No, it was exactly what I said. An infomercial for a water-based lube left in an infomercial where the wheel spun and flew off. No, I realized that you were telling the truth about that. I'm just saying I don't understand what the infomercial was getting at. There we go. No sexual. Well, I was saying the open that fucker. This is an involved puzzle, apparently. We have levers and dials and switches everywhere. I got a wooden crank. I love doing crank. Oh, it was a blooper. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't see the word blooper. I can't even tell if I'm crouched or not. Okay. Apparently, if you're sprinting while you're crouching, the game doesn't have an animation for it, and you just change sizes. Open this fucking door. I don't need this fucking door. Why would I even light something here? There's a light coming from it up top. Well, I mean, here's the thing then. You know it's good fucking lube. The infomercial was trying to show how good the lube is with just water, no grease or oil. It's like Gears lube, not dick and pussy lube. All lube is dick and pussy lube if you're trying hard enough. I like how I can't figure out how fucking doors work. Ooh, piece of candy. January 17th, 1799. The work I put into this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. You ever seen Last Tango in Paris? I have not. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressurized steam, pushing its way through pipes and turbines. It shames me to think what the inventor would have thought of my monster. Where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron and hope it will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in the Traveler's Locket. Well, Alexander, if you had just waited like 200 more years, technology would have advanced far enough. Plop. Look up Last Tango in Paris butter. Right? Yes. Last Tango in Paris. Butter. Mutter scene. Oh, this is like a whole scene. Oh, apparently it is, when he used butter as lubricant. Oh, wasn't that the scene where she, like, basically got sexually assaulted for real? Or am I thinking of a different Marlon Brando rape scene? I might be thinking of a different Marlon Brando rape scene. Yep, no, I think it was that scene though. Just like looking at the comments there. Yeah, that was the scene where she basically got really raped. I don't think there was any penetration, so I guess it wasn't rape, it was just sexual assault. Which I guess is better in the way that getting shot is better than getting stabbed? Marlon Brando and whoever the girl was said they felt raped during that movie. Well, I do know she was, from what I've heard, I didn't look too far into it, that she was, like, actually trying to get them to stop, but the director insisted they kept going. Do I have to emulate this, or do I have enough pipes? 1, 2. I don't know if I have enough pipes. I thought there were more than 3 pipes. Hey, Megalodon, what's going on? I'm surprised. I think John's on. I'm surprised you're not watching John instead. How's it going? Boop. Just playing some Amnesia. We just kind of started. We're about halfway through the game. I'm looking at beating this game tonight. And then I think our last Amnesia stream is we're gonna do Justine. So that'll be fun. And that'll close us out horror month. Oh, you watch everyone. Okay. Wow. Way to go. Shout out to Megalodon. Okay, I only found 3 pipes, so I guess 3 pipes is what I need. Let's see. Oh, wait, did they just snap into place? Oh, I guess they just snap into place. No, they just snap into... I think I'm missing a pipe then. Yeah, it looks like I'm missing a pipe. Where would my pipe be? Not here. But yeah, I didn't, I just read an article about it. I've never seen the movie, so I don't know too much about it. I will say, butter is an excellent lubricant. So, Fither tried rating a porn star, but he wrote her name wrong and rated a random person. That is very Fither-like. That is very Fither-like. I hope they just stayed. That's what I would do. I would just stay for that. I'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, random person. Meant to do that the whole time. You own it. What I do when I do raids, which isn't often because I'm usually the last one streaming, is I go to the person's actual channel and then I just copy their name. So we don't get fun stuff like that with me. Because I just copy your actual name off your channel. Alright, I guess I have to figure out this puzzle. That's stuck. That's stuck. And that is stuck. Okay, cool. Cool. That, yep, stuck. Wait, this one works. Okay, I have a wheel. I heard a click. There we go. Nailed it, I think. I think I missed what this puzzle is. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Definitely succeeding at something right now. This is some Silent Hill puzzling right now.
Daniel, is that you?
Oh no!
What are you doing?
Oh, he hears me. Oh shit. What have I accomplished? That's stuck. That's stuck. That's stuck. Am I just done? Mission completo? Well, I guess we'll go see if the water's drained. Oh, okay. I got a bridge. All right, cool. All right, so I'm not looking forward to this.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
All right, so this is a part of the game where the fucking monster in the water is back. Although you can kill it and it won't spawn here. But we didn't. We didn't do that. So it has spawned here. So that's fun, I guess. Fuck, there's a jumping puzzle. This game does not seem like it should support jumping puzzles. Yes! Get fucked, jumping puzzle. Speaking of very feather, like he said, his mom knows he's self-employed, but she doesn't know where his money come from. I want to imagine the first video of she sees is his video talking about his love of Futanari hint. She might already know. Faint murmur echoes through the large empty chamber. Not about where his money comes from, but about his love of Futanari hentai. You can't love futas and have people not know you love futas. God, fuck, I'm so bad at jumping. How am I so bad at jumping? I feel like if I do most of this puzzle...
August 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic. I'm not surprised. Even while traveling across Europe, I assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not dwell too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon, where he preferred to attempt his rituals. It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure. He showed me several rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brennenburg must be the inner sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
I wonder how large the breasts on that figure must have been, because Miku has a relatively small chest. Alright, the pain begins now. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Really?
August 1839. I could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The inner sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying, but Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene. Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this, mate. I'm pretty sure I just made Daniel Australian for some fucking reason. Like a weird British-Australian hybrid creature. That's Daniel. What is the best way to get over there? Holding my dick and screaming, probably. Fuck me. Fuck me. Do I have any laudanum? I have a little laudanum. Okay, good enough.
Ninth of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why. What does he stand to gain? I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more. Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb? I must admit that yesterday, when Alexander flooded the inner sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
You saw walls turn into flesh and you didn't consider that extraordinary? Damn, you got fucking... You got some fucking steel-ass resolve. Fuck yeah, pipe water. It's in the water with me. I think I won. I think I won. Holy shit. This might be the shortest stream we've ever done. Oh, this fucker walks down a ladder like a human, too. Oh, yeah, that's drained. Whoa! And it's poison. Oh, it's poison. Oh, it's... Why? Why is it poison? Why would he make it poison? Does Alexander need to breathe? That's the question. I wonder if Alexander is based off of that Lovecraftian dude who was like the kid of Yog-Sothoth. I assume these are anti-poison levers. No? No way over there. Not sure if there's a way to descend that. But I think that brought us down there. But that... But this won't go down anymore. So is there a way to vent the gas? Let's quickly look around for a third pipe. I'm not seeing anything. I got a wooden crank for something, didn't I? Yeah. Crank for a machine. What would I crank with this? Beside that soldier boy. Okay, alright, I don't think there's another pipe. I've clearly succeeded at something. Behold my greatness. Nope. Oh, okay. Need to push this lodge. Like, I need to throw a rock at it, maybe? Can I get a rock up that high? How far can Daniel throw a fucking 200-pound boulder? Way higher than he should be able to. Okay, I like it. Daniel never skips fucking arm day, apparently. Sick. I want to do his fucking workout. I want to get my arms swole like Daniel. You spent 5 minutes trying to get this thing to load? The stream or your game? Fuck me, what? It'll need a push to dislodge. What the fuck does that mean? You just want me to throw a rock at it? Oh, they did want me to just throw a rock at it. Wow. Inelegant solutions for the stream. I'm not playing a game. Okay, gotcha. Don't worry. All I've done is solve like 3 puzzles. Inelegant solutions for inelegant problems, I guess. The bridge is stuck. What do we do? I don't know. Throw a fucking rock at it.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded.
What?
The shadow. It has? For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor, to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
Twitch will just say a stream is over instead of trying to load. It's fucking annoying. Oh, man, that sucks. Okay, well, this looks like a place where there are enemies. So, I'm not looking forward to that.
I hear you breathing, Daniel. Do you hear me? Have you changed your mind?
I don't like being in this room. Vaccine trials. The vaccine enabling my men to work in the fungi-ridden sewer is a definite success. Unfortunately, only a few of the servants have been remedied as procedure proved difficult. The others will perish, and eventually I'll have to create more of them to keep my experiments running. Note that an injection of vaccinated blood will work as a shield long enough to pass sewers without any risk of function. It'll do fine for prisoner transport. Okay, cool. Laudanum. I'll take it. Get this fucking chair out of here. I'll have to be quiet. I feel like there's an enemy in this area. Plague outbreak. The strange deaths among the servants and the prisoners have finally been resolved. It seems that the drain sewer, which is recently opened up for use as a means of transport, is plagued by peculiar poisonous fungi. The victims seem to have suffered an extremely quick outbreak of sickness affecting the entire body. Some of my men, including myself, are blissfully spared by this calamity, but it's clear that this cripples my progress. The prisoners die quickly, and their contaminated vitae lacks the energy at stake. I shall immediately start working on a vaccine. Isn't this where you have to drill into the dead body? I fear for Daniel, for he is reckless. He is tainted by the approaching shadow, and will not be able to pass the gate. Will he be able to accept this in the end? My love, I've seen evil in him. How am I to trust him with the truth? What cruel irony that I have to do unto him what Agrippa did unto me. Rigor mortis is stiff. The body can't be older than a day. I know I've said this before. I actually don't know a lot about the process of rigor mortis. I literally missed that day of class. Well, this is a fucking Silent Hill room. Yeah, this is a Silent Hill room. Let's leave that. Okay, blood coming from that direction. A lot of bone in here.
What? What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
Okay, not a fan of that. Alright. That's some laudanum, though. Thank you.
3 days now. This is ridiculous. Why doesn't someone get to this room? Hey! Anybody? Am I all alone here?
How are we still this close to the surface?
I'm so tired. If I sleep,
I've taken like 3 elevators down, right?
if not, I pray my Heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
Copper tube. Tinderbox. Alright, let's get out of this fucking room.
Get her back.
What is happening? Daniel. Daniel, focus on the light, buddy. You got this, man. You got this. You fucking got this. Just a little evil, alright? I wanted to see if I could cut him, but I literally couldn't figure it out. Oh, hang on. I remembered. Right? Isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Cut that man. Cut him. Nope. Alright. Oh. Well, this is pretty chill. Okay, just a lot of dead bodies. Alright, I'm into it. Slight headache. Yeah. Oh, Dan. Oh, I'm Daniel. Oh, dead bodies. I have fuck out of here, Daniel. Alright, well, I don't know how... Well, they said an inoculation of blood, right? So let's try this. Let's try copper tube, syringe. Can't penetrate the skull. Do I need brain fluid? I thought he just said blood. Okay, fine. Can't penetrate? Let's hand drill. There we go. Copper tube. Glass bucket. Oh, I just stabbed myself. No need to inject blood again. Though that just seems unsafe, Daniel. Head pounding. Please now. Please now. Please now. Please no. Please no. Please no. Why did I choose the room with water? Why did I choose the room with water? Why did I choose the room with the water? Yeah, okay, yeah. I've got to be going less crazy staring at a wall in the dark than staring at a dead body. I don't hear him. Okay. Mission accomplished. I do have to say, though, this is another... Because both of the rooms you could have hidden in were filled with corpses. So your sanity is guaranteed to hit rock bottom there. Like, it does definitely feel like this sanity mechanic is just kind of like a part of the game, but it's designed to give a more mechanic reason why scary stuff happens, when it doesn't really seem possible to avoid sanity damage a lot of the times. Especially because it seems to be, after certain events, it just sets your sanity to lower. Like, I was at full health with my sanity, and now it's just all gone, and all I did was solve a puzzle. I believe that is what is called an elite brute. I have what is called no fucking clue how to get past it. It went right, I'll go left. How about that? Okay, that water scared me. I thought it was a figure. I remember from the playthroughs I've seen that this part of the game isn't very long. Hopefully we can get by it pretty smoothly. It's pretty well lit for being so far underground. Alright, so I'm assuming this is where my plan to go the opposite direction of him backfires. Big gear, small gear, big gear, small gear, medium gear. Lantern oil. That's useful. I don't really have a solution to this puzzle. Oh, here we go. 2 levers control the noisy machine. Let's go small gear. Large gear. This'll either work or I'll die, basically. I can't tell if he's coming or not. My screen calmed down. I don't see him. I mean, I can't just stay in here. Did I just randomly guess the solution to that puzzle? Because there was an instant reaction and then the machine got quieter. I sure hope Twitch isn't this broken on Monday.
What are you doing? Let me go! Please, don't take me!
It's so disappointing, too. Because I actually have quality options. For one. I don't even see the elite anymore. I imagine I'm supposed to use the pipe to jam up the, what I assume is slowed water wheel, so that I can squeeze through, and then there will be a chase scene. This is partially me trying to guess what's going to happen, and me partially remembering, I think. Alright, shortest route between any 2 points is a straight line, so fucking gun it. Well, ass phantoms. Right now the issue is that when it buffers, so long, plays for maybe 20 or 30 seconds before the buffering for so long again. And when it's actually playing, you're like 3 minutes ahead. That's a dead grunt.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Get fucked, grunt. Well, now I just want to keep going. That's a dead end. That's a dead end? I don't know how to go forward then. Huh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, maid. Fuck. I don't even know. What? I dead-ended. Ah. I thought there was so much more wall than there was. Nope. Nope. He's still here. He's still here. Oh, great shadow. Oh, Lord Helios. I guess the shadow is the opposite of Lord Helios. May your greatness merge together to cast this beast from my side and my butt. Please use your divinity to get this fucking monster off my ass, is what I'm saying. Please de-monster my ass. Because this monster wants to de-ass me. Hey! It's a joke about me being murdered. How fun! Just keep sneaking, just keep sneaking. I think the monster came from the left. One of these paths is gonna get me killed, and one of these paths is a fucking correct. Well, what do I do about that? Nope, he saw me. I thought he would, like, go towards the sound, but he went towards me. Run, 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 run. Fuck! Daniel! I know run, you dumb piece of shit! I know! Fuck! I don't know if that counted as a scream, but it certainly counted as fucking anger. Now blow it up your blowhole. Oh yeah, I rewatched what used to be my favorite movie, Dodgeball, A True Underdog Story. I got the DVD from, like, Walmart, and it is incredibly low quality and in standard fucking definition. And it, like, starts off by saying, like, this is modified from its original format. And I'm like, bitch, it's a DVD of a fucking movie. Why are you modifying it? Just shove that fucker in widescreen. Give me my widescreen option. So it was either that or I used the fucking PS4 zoom in option to watch the movie. So I ended up just watching in standard, but I wasn't happy about it. Because I was watching on my 4K TV, so it looked like right garbage. But people, Resident Evil 7 is the scariest because it's full of cheesy shit. Resident Evil 7 Chainsaw Fight. There's also a fucking fight where you're just fighting a car in that game.
And shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the
Oh, but
prisoners,
anyway, yeah,
a
moral of the
murderer,
story is, yes, I did
Alexander
still
made all the
greatly
arrangements.
enjoy
He said
Dodgeball, A
I
True
had
Underdog
to
Story.
perform the ritual in order to have the right effect.
It might still be my
The
favorite
shadow
movie, I don't
could
know.
be led astray by
But
the
it was a
blood
good
of
experience,
another.
despite the shitty quality.
Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of
I
arguing.
like how Daniel is a fucking horrible monster of a person, and then he just immediately, like, gets a change of heart, but all he really does is wipe his own memory, and it's like, alright, Daniel, new Daniel, old Daniel has amnesia. You're new Daniel. Here's your fucking job. Kill Alexander. And you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I get that. Something must be wrong with the machinery. But also, couldn't you have killed Alexander and then grown a conscience? The reason with a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays of old movies is 4x3 is because widescreen will cut stuff off. Will it? Or it's stretched out. Well, yeah, if you zoom it out, but it said it was modified from its... Like, they could have uploaded the theatrical, because it says it was modified from the theatrical release. 2 levers on the top floor are not working. It's probably some of the machinery. Because I could have zoomed it on the PlayStation, but I decided not to. Just to watch it in standard. Because, although I'm not particularly bothered by stretched out shit. Like, I've said before, when we play, like, PS2 games, I am looking at a stretched version of the game. I just adjust the resolution for y'all. But it is disappointing. Can I be honest? I think that, like, bout of rage I had where I got killed by the fucking door opening in this game kind of, like, it took the wind out of the fear sails. Like, I think I'm almost finding this game more frustrating than scary right now. Which is probably not great as a viewing experience, but for me, it's still not great, I guess. I don't know if I'd rather be frustrated or scared. I'm not one for horror, though. The fucking horror game month was mostly a joke. Here's what I want to do. I want to light this. Yeah, blow it up your ass, Daniel. And then I want to create a wall with which to hide behind so that I can stay in the light when I need to hide. Sorry, Stack, you got stuck with me, and I do like it. Yeah, like, here's the thing. I don't get scared easily. But when I am, oh boy, am I. Which I think the Amnesia playthrough has kind of demonstrated. When I am, I'm a little bitch about it. I don't get scared by fiction. I have thrown that barrel across the fucking room. I have always connected very easily with fiction, so... I'm more the opposite. I don't really get scared of reality. Yes! What do you think of my Heidi wall? Do you think it'll work? Have I cracked the secret to Amnesia? Amnesia, a horror game where Sack plays with fucking Roblox. Even Fatal Frame, which I call scary, I mean I get startled and scream. Well, I think startle... I mean, it depends on who you ask, but I think startling is a bit of a different emotion than fear. That's pretty good. I would like one more set of walls here. In front of the first line, and then I'll have a nice line of wall where I can safely stay in... I can stay safely in the light. But I can also hide from a monster. And now we're gonna find out that there was no monster in this level, and my stealth wall was completely and utterly unnecessary. Give me a newspaper in a few minutes to think about it. I'll probably start crying. Fair enough. Oh, we're doing this, huh?
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No. I
Can you feel it?
Alexander?
Can you feel the
Soon.
syringe?
I won't
Nothing
even be able
feels
to
better
move
than
it.
feeling the
Your life is
syringe.
safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
No, but fucking reality is awful right now. Alright, well there's a whole lot of stuff happening in this. Found this game more annoying when I played it. I found it terrifying last stream, but it is definitely getting more annoying.
Help me. Who's the switch? Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be?
I'm Daniel.
Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den?
Sure,
Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel?
I am.
You want to stop Alexander?
Yes,
Oh my. So Babylon shall fall, you say?
sure. You really like the Bible.
You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an orb.
He has an orb.
He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but against the my wall. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my orb, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken orb and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand.
I don't think
There should
leaking
be
Magnus
6 of
is
them.
useful for
Look
torture,
around
but
the
sure.
fire And the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Granted, I was like 11 or 12 when I saw PewDiePie and Markiplier played it, and I tried it and gave up and played Clock Tower instead. Yeah,
I hate to bother you.
Oh,
further,
yes. What do you want, dude?
If you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you?
You got me,
I
boy.
know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Rhein, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
Swagalicious. Okay. So, yeah, no, this game definitely has its annoyances. At this point, I can pretty much...
Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
I can pretty much say definitively that this game's sanity mechanic is nothing. Which might actually be why it's not in violation of the Nintendo patent. Because I know Eternal Darkness's sanity mechanic works, but this is an illusion of a mechanic, basically.
You get it. Who, me? I'm Heinrich.
Yup.
I was once quite important to you.
Like, it might very well drain while in darkness, but it also just drains whenever the game feels like it. And it restores whenever the game feels like it as well. Like, staying in light, like if the sanity mechanic worked properly, staying in light would restore sanity, and staying in darkness would drain it. But the way it functions in the game, it more just drains or, like, it raises or lowers at will. And you could have, like, minor hits to sanity, based on certain areas or minor boons to it. But if you wanted the mechanic to work properly, then the majority of the sanity draining and raising should have been performed by the lighter darkness that you are currently standing in. And there's an easy way to do a mechanic in that way. I mean, that's kind of how Minecraft's monster spawning works. Like, you can like assign certain light levels and qualities of light. Like, the sun could be like super light, and torchlight could be slightly worse light. And then it could give you sanity points based on what level of light you're standing in. And that's how you would make the mechanic work, but in this, it just seems so arbitrary. Like, looking at corpses causes Daniel to go crazy. Like, there's certain setups where you're just going to take a sanity hit, and there's not a whole lot you can do to stop it.
It's quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
It's funny, because Clock Tower is definitely a little more cryptic with the puzzles. I guess, I mean, it was okay with it, because I knew Clock Tower was from 1995, where this was like 3 or 4 years old at that point. You see all these YouTubers over the top screaming, and I expected to do the same, and I did not. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends. I don't think PewDiePie was that over the top with his original playthrough of it. He definitely hammed it up at later parts. I don't remember Mark's playthrough too hard, though. I'm going to say a bit controversial, but I think Slender, the first one, is pretty glorious game simply because it's randomized, so each playthrough you never know where he is. I've never played it. I don't really want to either. It seems very basic. I mostly play games for the story. There's not too many games I play specifically for mechanics, but I always feel like the game's mechanics should at very least help your story, or not get in the way of it. Like, I find story... let me clarify, because what I said sounds a little contradictory with things I've said in the past. Story is, like, the most important thing to me with a game, and I can get over bad mechanics.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste.
But
Taste
in order
of
to
the
get to the
master's
story of a
rose
game, you still gotta fucking play it. So it's not like mechanics are completely irrelevant.
Traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
You read what I wrote about Atlas's media policy on Nocturne? Oh yeah, they have like streaming requirements for that game. Yeah, they had a lot of streaming requirements for Persona 5 too, and everyone just fucking ignored them. Oh, cool. I just lost sanity by opening a door. See what I'm talking about? Apple. They said don't spoil the story. Nocturne's story isn't like Persona. I could summarize the story in a sentence. People fight over their vision of a new world. Well, but are there no twists or turns? That's Nocturne. I need to create a better lit pathway. I don't need light back there. Oh yeah, I should read that memento, shouldn't I? Agrippa, note written by Johann Weiner. Orb needed to enter the inner sanctum. 2 levers aren't working. Probably the same with machinery. No, there are not. Oh, well. Damn it, maid. You've spoiled it. We spend 90% of that game alone. Okay. So, see, this is what I'm talking about. Where I feel like my frustration is starting to override my fear. Which is a problem with every horror game I play. Like, even if the game is spooking me at first, eventually it gets to a point where I just become, like, numb to it. Like, I adapt to them too quickly, I think, for horror games to keep getting me. But Amnesia definitely had me for a solid 4 hours, which I think is a fucking record. The closest thing to a twist is when your teacher gets possessed by Ardea. Oh, shit! Wait. Isn't this already the inner sanctum? Oh, shit. Oh my god. This is the end of the fucking game. How... What the fuck?
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Get fucked, loser! Did you see that? Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! The shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb, first found by Agrippa, I had depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I am unfamiliar with that word, I proceeded with the final ritual without the proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I've tried everything, but I have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? I'm going to look up the word paucity. Nocturne is mostly you looking for a guy so you can kill him. Eventually your friends come to their own conclusions of how they want things, and then later fuse with the demons, and then you fight in a tower. Well, there you go then. Completely spoiled. Paucity, huh? Unfamiliar. Let's find out. Paucity. This is from, I assume, the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Oh no, this is the Oxford Dictionary. Oh, so this is the real definition. Okay. The presence of something only in small or insufficient quantities, a scarcity. Okay, so basically, he doesn't have a lot of prisoners. That's a cool suit of armor. Yes, I understand completely. There's more to it than that, but if I had to compare the game to anything storytelling-wise, I'd say Demon Souls, but there's more dialogue, and unlike Demon Souls, has actual characters. Hey, Demon Souls has characters, kind of. Barely. This is a blood altar for blood. So that's cool. I definitely took the right... My one lucky shot, I definitely took the right path. Why did Alexander build his castle in such a way that every door is the most annoying way the door could be facing? Because it's a castle. That was a stupid question. I asked a dumb question. You're not supposed to have an easy time attacking a castle. Oh, there's a grunt. It has you, Made in Black, and Shopkeepers. It also has Uria, Sage Freak, Mephistopheles, you could say Maiden Estrella is a character. She's not like, I mean, she's as much, I mean, you could talk to her and shit.
12th of August, 1839. The banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around
one of those shopkeepers, you have to find, like, his daughter.
None of them even tries to face their
who's
punishment with
dead.
any kind of dignity.
Spoiler.
They taunt me with their lies of innocence.
There's that one guy that lives in
so far from the grace of a civilized existence.
In the mines. There's the old king.
And I remind myself of it constantly.
Who wants you to hit him?
Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively.
Not Yurt and Mephistopheles, they just want you to kill everyone.
Suffered from my inexperience.
Or the king,
next warding is to be performed,
who just wants you to hit him with a sword so we can give you a different sword.
No, don't kill her.
Fuck yeah, I got tar. I'm just saying, there's characters. I mean, there's not... I'm not gonna call them amazing characters. That would be fucking ludicrous, but... they exist physically. Will not budge. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? There's actually not a whole lot I can throw a rock at the door. Pick up this crate and throw it, see what happens. Why do I have tar? Yeah, that did nothing. Yeah, that did nothing. Okay, cool. Glad that worked out for me. Well, I'm in possession of tar and a slab of meat. Oh, what if I put meat on the altar? No! Fuck me. Alright, well there's only one direction I can go now. You know what they say, no direction but forward. Alright, yeah, huh. Huh. I need to figure out how to get to the torture rooms then, I guess. left, room to the right.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing, Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
I thought you contacted me. I do like the dev element of the girl who just call her by her default name, Sochieki. Her whole thing is she wants to stop hiding and be strong, so she steals the Magatsuchi from Sakahagi. So he cuts her arm off, and she's sitting by the statue of a god you watch crumble, and he talks about how now she'll never be strong, and then the god is like, oh, dude, I know, I used to be so powerful. Hey, want a fuse?
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment.
So she becomes a strong half-demon, but she spends her time killing the mannequins, aka the weakest group in all of Nocturne. Then she becomes an avatar for Bale, and then you kill her.
And you should pace yourself.
I feel like most SMT stories end with, and then you kill them.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cell net.
Alright, so the torture pipes. Cool. Every door in this game is the most inconvenient door. I feel like this game's main mechanic is door. Alright, there's nothing up there.
Is there something else? Why me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wants. You never heard of Johann Ryer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him?
Oh, wait a minute. Is this something?
Ryer was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong? I found a Mithraeus.
When I stand on this chair?
Land which had not been planted. Do you know Mithraeus? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one.
In Apocalypse, you can kill all your friends, or you can kill Dagda and his mother Dana, or replace him with a new Dagda who isn't an asshole. Alright, Agrippa, that's cool and all. I gotta go, bud. I like Agrippa. He's cute. He's like, oh, I'm Agrippa. I haven't talked to anyone in 7 decades. And we're like, oh, we know, Agrippa. We know, but I gotta fucking go sever your head, or we're not gonna get anywhere. And he's like, ah, you right, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel, you so fucking right and smart. Pretty. Have my babies, Daniel. And Daniel's like, weird request? No, thank you. Watch this. Bang. I don't even know what I did. I don't even know.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Well, Alexander, I hate to break it to you, but I have no fucking idea what I just did, so you can't stop me if I don't know what I'm doing.
You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
I had to explain Aviator Shades Hitler to a guy. How did that go? We can go forward or we can go backward. Real men always take it in the back. Agripple channels Wayner. Wayner taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my reason for my efforts, and he still insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Wayner claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but then he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige. But how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I've seen their deception. Optimism is a most helpless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Waiter told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should be able to extract his contents with proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I need a large amount to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion of the water-dwelling Kernak. I will have to address Rainier with this, as he will have to supply me with a host, also properly prepared should suffice canine. Okay, that letter is actually going to make me look something up. Because it sounds like I need to go back to previous areas. And if I don't have to do that, I want to know I don't have to do that. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I'm the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. So I'm going to stand in this light and I'm going to look this up. Because if I'm wrong about how to get this fucking tonic, I don't want to go back there. Like, I don't want to. So, Amnesia tonic ingredients. Gonna quote a thing you said earlier, Seth, because it fits the situation. Did I just accidentally solve the puzzle? Okay. Tempter is the saliva of the Karnak. Okay. So I have to go... It's located in a small realm near the Trinicept. The meat is attached to the well and lowered. Okay. The Vitae is ascending the spiral staircase. There's some string. Attach this string to a glass jar. And then in one of the torture chambers in the Trinicept, you'll find a drainage pipe. Open the grate, lower the glass jar. If you... Okay, by boiling blood in the laboratory, you extract the Vitae. So this is actually involved. This is involved. Before being conquered in the chancel. Apparently a website series me and a friend watched years ago is still going. What web series? Fungi can be found in the choir just before the entrance to the chamber of the Brazen Bowl. So I've never gotten that far. So the Vitae looks like I can open a grate. So ascend the spiral staircase. By ascending the spiral staircase, you'll find Alexander's study. Wait, no. Where's this transept? What room is the transept in? Oh, okay. So we're fine. We're good, right? We're good. All of these are linked to the transept, so we're fine. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We're fine, everyone. We're okay. That's the choir. Is that the wrong way then, though? Online gamer is a parody of a guy who acts like Call of Duty lobby chat in real life. Huh. I've never heard of it. Okay.
Incredible. You found Vaya's recipe. There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vaya describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Gotcha, bud. Let him open the gate, throw your head in. Swagadocious, Artichokes. Okay, alright. This is fine then. Alright, how do I do this? Meat attached to the well and lowered where Karnak will devour it, leaving the bone. So I just take the meat and go bop, and then lower it. The new episode's about him being homeless, streaming from his tent because no one plays Call of Duty anymore and he refuses to adopt Fortnite. Some of the older episodes are privated, but I'm sure looking around I could find them. The whole series used to be on their web site uncut, but they're gone. They made a Blu-ray, but I'm sure it's hard to find. How long has it been going? How many episodes are there? Really? My sanity dropped from doing a fucking puzzle solution I did intentionally? Cool. Thank you. Fungi Tempter. So I have the Tempter. It started when Modern Warfare 2 came out. I think I was in high school.
Daddy, good to see you. Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, then used by an Amnesia. I was lucky. The orb I found...
It ended in 2016, but it came back this year. Oh, okay, so it's just back now. Okay, gotcha.
Because Alexander took it and brought it to Brandenburg.
Alright, so I got some Tempter, which is good.
She deserved it, that little bitch.
I'm sure the little bitch deserved it, Daniel. You tell that little bitch. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest morning sun. Will this ever end? He thought. Game, I know what you were going for, but fuck. After the man had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. Remember being surprised it was still going, because I stopped keeping up with the show after a while, primarily because I developed actual taste instead of playing Call of Duty like everyone else.
"15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Take the man, cut the lines, take the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see.
Okay, Daniel.
Did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
And my sanity is gone. All I did was click a fucking note. Motherfucker. Alright. Found in the choir just before the entrance to the chamber with the brazen bowl. You break the fungus with the hammer and chipper. Or a rock.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
That is fucking creepy. Uh, 20 to 126. That's a lot. Here, let me mute. Just in case. Because that's...
You in the war, like the special forces or something like that?
Fuck yeah.
Backward. Well, okay, that was a thing I fucking watched. Wow. I think it would be more funny if I played online Call of Duty. Fucking joke's on you, you dumb bitch. My sanity was already gone from the last time. Hey. The forager stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip, just for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while before he realized his eye had been ruptured and began to leak. I want to know what part of me thought it was a good idea to fucking slam an Iron Maiden on myself. There's not giving a fuck, and then there's just me being dumb. Oh, War Piece. Yeah, you're crazy. Oh, you're so crazy, Daniel. Oh. Well, what shocked me was that it was still going and the humor is very much rooted in the early 2010s. Well, maybe have you seen the new episode? Maybe they changed it up. I mean, I get that they were, like, making fun of that type of gamer, but, like, I don't... As someone who stays away from online multiplayer, I don't really experience it a lot, so I guess it just doesn't, like, hit me the same way. It doesn't tickle me in the same way it would tickle someone who knows. I literally can't see. I'm too crazy. Yeah, the lantern did nothing. That clip is from an earlier episode. I remember one of the funniest being when the video game story works at gets robbed and he starts calling the robber him new because the gun he's using does shit damage. I mean, is he right though? If you've never been drunk, this is almost what being drunk is like. Game, I hate to break it to you. I'm so fucking crazy right now that killing me is exclusively beneficial. Then he snatched the gun, threw it back, and walked out saying, felt the weight of a gun isn't loaded. I don't care about Call of Duty. Fair enough. Did I just become sane from standing? Wow, the sanity mechanic really is pointless, isn't it? Like, it genuinely does nothing. Hey, big mushroom. Tissue soft, could be possible to break it open, and I will. Poison gland. The reason I avoid online gaming is 1, shit Wi-Fi, 2, people. And most online games are boring. I could agree to that. Well, I don't know. I don't play. You know what? I can't agree to that because I don't play them, so I don't know. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl, as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. Oh, and they... Orb piece. Orb piece. Orb piece! Why do they keep the orb piece near the execution sites? I thought they were using it to drive people crazy. What's it matter if someone's crazy if they're gonna die in 11 goddamn seconds? When you want fresh people to be crazy? You can get a crazy screamer person. You can get all the tortured, agonizing screams you need. Just get someone's, like, some heavy schizophrenia? I don't know. I'm just saying, Alexander. Look, I don't mean to tell you how to run your fucking torture factory, but I could run a better torture factory. Is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is step up your torture game. First suggestion. There is, I actually think, an actual legitimate elite running around here. Because I think this is where PewDiePie killed a monster. When I saw his playthrough. That was a good light.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure.
Like for me though, my
They
voice
can
is deep
be
enough that I wouldn't even
bound
call
around
that as a girl. Like the one time I watched a
simply
friend play
stretched
Counter-Strike and a girl
across,
talk.
tying limbs to the spokes
And then the worst
rim.
my quality. Do I smell the
All
gamer girl
tools
coochie?
are by this point
This game is
useful,
like
and
darker
you may
than
administer
RE2
the
remake, and that
torture
game
in
is
any
really
way
dark.
you like. But the
It is
forte of
very
evil
dark.
is the gaps. When you have decided
It is, like,
that the victim
impossibly
shall
dark
die,
sometimes.
You can smash their
But it
limbs
is
with
darker
a
for
hammer,
you than it is
making
me.
them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally...
Oh shit, John with the raid. Welcome everyone. How's it going? Party at 8. Wow. Nice even number. Hey, Pache, what's going on? Welcome everybody. Hey, Katsuhiro Takashi. How's it going? We just playing a little Amnesia. It's a shame you missed the last stream, because now I'm not scared anymore, but last stream I was screaming like a little bitch. So... Oh shit, John with the sub, thank you! The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with the intent so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other, knowing, and he took the hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. That is called the Catherine wheel. Anyway, yo, thank you so much, John. Thank you. Shout out to fucking John. No one's here, otherwise I would direct people to your channel, and everyone here that already knows you. So there, but thank you. There's always the VOD. Yeah, you watch the VOD if you want to see me scream like a bitch. But yeah, seriously, thank you. Holy shit. Yeah, we're running around a bunch of torture. What we're doing right now, catch everyone up, is I'm trying to summon an eldritch orb from another realm. And fuck, well, I'm dead. What you've managed to arrive in time for is my inevitable demise. So, Sack, what are you streaming tomorrow since this is almost over? Justine. We are streaming Justine. And then after the conclusion of Justine, we will be returning to... Kingdom Hearts. The scariest game of all, Kingdom Hearts 2. Fuck me. Yeah. And I'm dead. Don't run. Fuck you. Maybe I want to run. I've never heard of Justine. Isn't that a book by Sade? It is, in fact, a book by the Marquis de Sade. The Marquis de Sade. But it is also 1, 2, 3. It is also it's basically the assignment Ada of Amnesia. Can I just casually walk by the elite? Does he have, like, no eyeballs? Who the hell would make it? What I mean is it's like a free standalone sort of sequel game. It's like, I don't know how to put it. It's like a DLC that's not actually a DLC. Like, it's in the game. Like, it was a free add-on content. If that makes any sense. Oh, so it's just a haha, look at us, we use Tutor Pern book as our DLC name. Well, Justine is the name of the main character. So that's why it's called that. I mean, you're right. It is a clear reference to the Marquis de Sade. Can he see me? Oh, he can. Fuck you, I'm dying on my own terms. Like a man. Okay, so... That's 3 pieces of orb. I still have a bucket of tar, a crank, a jar, and a hammer. I've already been here. There's gotta be a way for me to, like, inform myself on what rooms I've been in. I could light every light I see. Could do that. It's not like I don't have the tinder at this point. No, that's gonna deplete my tinder real fast, though. I don't know if I'm supposed to get all 6 pieces of orb right now. I've never played this game before, if you haven't figured it out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to get all 6 pieces of orb or not. Ooh, that's creepy. I'll ignore that one. But the one thing I'm not looking forward to I don't even know where the elite is. The one thing I'm not looking forward to with Justine is that it's permadeath. So hopefully we don't have to restart too many times. So anyway, yeah, how was the stream, John? Sorry, I think I forgot to ask because I was heavily distracted by the horror. I was distracted by horror. The fuck? Am I just going in circles? There are supposed to be 6 pieces of orb. Good. Tried to play RE2, but I suck at it. Well, you did suck at RE1, too, and they do control similarly. Although, I believe RE2 is not tank turn controls, so I played 2 instead. Oh, that's disappointing. I love that game. RE2 is such a good game. I hear the original is better, but the remake is fucking bang up. So... What was it? What was the problem? RE2 is tank controls. Oh, is it? Okay. I'll come back to it. Yeah, I was playing remake. Yeah. Unless you... Yes, the remake, yes. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see John play the original either, to be fair. Oh, I think I died so many times the elite despawned. No, this is just back to the Catherine wheel. Does anyone see, perhaps, an orb that would make me go insane? Does anyone see a shard of insanity? Considering the hordes anything Nintendo puts out, I wouldn't be surprised if he already has it on N64 and GameCube. I don't have RE2 on N64, though. I didn't know RE2 is on N64. Okay, hang on. I do know that the Vitae, Ascending the Spiral... no, one of the torture chambers in the... Okay. So I think I need to get to the transept. Yeah, I need to get to the transept, which is in the room before the room I was in? Okay, that's got to be the choir. Staircase. So there's got to be something I missed. Okay, so I think I'm done with the choir. I'm sorry, I'm lost. I have to look up a map at this point. We're in map territory officially. It's the only one on the console. Yeah, I thought they were all PlayStation games. I'm in FAP territory. Oh, shit! I would say you're the only person that has ever fapped to Amnesia, but that sounds wrong. Those grunts have a very seductive mouth. Somehow managed to make 2 CDs, both full 3D with MFBs, and squeeze it onto one cartridge. Yeah, that's nothing. Hey, bud, I got 3 insanity orbs.
Looks like you cleaned up.
Sorry. Resident Evil 0 is going to be on N64, but then GameCube came out. It wasn't Nintendo, it was just some other group who did Nintendo just published it. Okay, so I've made it to the transept.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
Okay, cool. Alright, so... Sorry about this. We'll stop in a second. Let's see... Ascend the spiral staircase, find the study, there's some string, attach this to the jar, there's a torture chamber, put it in a drainage pipe, lower the glass jar down the drainage pipe. Done. Easy. Oh, yeah! Kill it at Amnesia. You know what I would have done? Is I would have had it normal, and then when I exit the door, then it changes. Ooh, Tinder. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I'd figured that reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem. But it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, restrain while the victim is still dazed, proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear, simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subside, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink, and try again later. Well, you gotta make that torture last, bitch. Lower that water temperature so you can boil them longer. This fucking chair out of here. Can I actually pick up all of these books? That's fucking nuts. Fuck you, book. Fuck you, book. Fuck you, book. Okay, we'll stop. Is it you, my love? I miss the most. Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I've become. I'm not blind. I'm a monster to them. A demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There's little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time, it must work. If I cannot return home now, I shall perish. Fuck yeah, genie lamp. Nothing came out. Alright. Fun fact about spiral staircases is the way they're designed is because knights were right-handed. It's designed so that if you're ascending up a spiral staircase, you're attacking, your sword arm will always be against the wall. But if you're defending and you're over on this side, you'll always have full range of your attacks. Just a fun little factoid. That is probably not true for modern staircases, though. Because modern staircases aren't defended with swords. So there's that. And I lost sanity for walking. Fuck yeah, the sawing chamber. Oh, okay, cool. Fun fact about this. This is one of Caligula's favorite execution methods. You see, they start by they tie them upside down and they start by sawing them in the groin. And see, the reason they do this is because when you're upside down, the blood rushes to your head. So when you start by sawing it through the groin, first off, your fucking groin is getting sawed, and no one likes having their groin sawed. But more to the point, with the blood rushing to your head, you actually remain conscious longer than you would normally. I guess especially if they were trying to saw through the top of your head anyway. So the pain ends up actually lasting longer. I hear they can get sawed through about halfway through your torso before you actually go unconscious / die. So that's fun. The rapist hanged upside down. Is it the rapist hanged if he's not being executed by the rope? Is that accurate? I know hanged is when you're executing them, but I generally consider that to be when the rope is killing them. So is it still hanged? Is he still hanged upside down if the rope isn't what's doing the killing? His tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip. Wouldn't move any further. The man stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. I watched Bruno, and that ending was something else. Never seen it. Was it good? Fucking jar on a string. Again, glass jar proves to be one of the most valuable items. So, yeah, here's my question to you. You're in a horror game. You know that you are going to be going into a horror game. You know this. You're going to be in a horror game. What are required horror game items? What do you think are the most useful items you could bring with you? I would say flashlight, charged cell phone, tetanus shot. That you already get the tetanus shot. You get it ahead of time. A radio, a handgun, a knife, get a lighter, a glass jar. What else we got? What else would you want with you? A lockpick, so you can be the master of unlocking. What's your horror game arsenal?
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man. How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked.
Hard for Sacha Baron Cohen's comedy. He fucks with actual people. He goes to MMA match in the South. And he's in a cage about to fight a guy, and they start making out and tripping, and all the people in the crowd start screaming and crying, and went in the cage to kill them. Burrito's pretty funny.
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Well, that's good to hear. I don't usually like it when, like, I don't like prank videos and shit. So I'm not usually into, like, fucking with real people.
No, please. Do anything. Whatever you want. Anything. Do anything. I'm innocent.
Okay, so this one's pretty simple. The arsonist kept crying as he slowly lowered on the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different than the others. They could make him forget again. Alright, so this one's pretty simple. Basically, they lower you onto this fucking triangle, and it slowly rips your asshole apart. Like for real. Fun times. Why did Alexander badly hide these orb pieces? Oh, in the Brazen Bowl, they shoved incense with you, I guess, while I'm explaining this. In the Brazen Bowl, they shoved incense in you, and then they... Fuck, get him off! Get him off! Get him off! Get him off! Get him the fuck off! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh god! Fuck me! Oh god! Why? Fuck! 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 Ah! Yeah, so anyway, yeah, they throw you in this fucking metal monster, and then you fucking... They heat it up, and then you fucking burn to death. And then everyone knows the Iron Maiden. There's fucking spikes, and they impale you. Whatever, who cares? The Catherine wheel is simple. They tie you to the wheel, and then they, like, break your arms and legs, and they thread you through it. And then they just kind of leave you to die. Real fun. It shows up in Berserk, interestingly. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted, and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Okay, yeah, so they just tie they tie your arms behind your back, and then they tie a weight to your legs, and then they just pop you. They just rip you in half. Funsies. I don't know the name of this one. The Funzie machine, we're gonna call it. Horror game essential items: flashlight, cell phone, gun with some kind of blunt weapon like a stick, bat, a map. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, a map is good. Oh shit, Arsic with the sub. I don't know why it gave me this option again. I mean, don't argue. Holy shit. Well, man, we're going fucking nuts this stream. Thank you, Arsic. How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight, bud? This is my chair now. Fuck it. I own this. Doing good? I'm doing pretty okay. Last stream I was fucking terrified, but this game I'm just beasting through it. Let's take this bucket of tar. I need an appropriate workspace before I start tarring shit up. Okay. Oh yeah, here's a question. Before I go all nutso, what do I do? You cannot complete this before being captured in the channel. Does not occur until you gathered all 6 orbs. Escape from the cells, fight the shadow, quakes causes a collapse, making the laboratory accessible. So I have to go to the laboratory after I get captured. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. I had a spooky dream last night. Had to wake up and cold. Oh shoot! What was your dream? But yeah, you need a map, but if you can't get a map, you need to get a piece of paper, and you need to get a writing instrument. You need to get, like, a pencil. Preferably multiple pencils and multiple papers. I learned about a game called Coffee Talk. I think I've heard of it.
I know I have no right to ask anything of you, but if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Wire's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save it. Please, my faith is in your hands.
Don't worry, buddy. I have the ingredients. We'll get you the beheading you deserve. I had Tetris Effect with the RE2 remake. Wasn't spooky, just made it hard to fall asleep. I don't really think... I haven't found any Resident Evil except for maybe, like, the first one, like, that scary. I mean, honestly, I don't think the first Resident Evil was all that scary, but it definitely had its fucking moments.
Help her! Find a way!
Fuck me, run away. Oh, God. Sleep. I got put the fuck down. A lot of stuff happened, but just his younger sister got infected with some sort of virus, made her go psycho murder, and me and my wife spent most of the dream in a dark, foggy areas trying to keep from her killing us. Okay, interesting. So you ended up in Silent Hill, basically. Yo, that could be interesting, like a Silent Hill game with 2 people.
You have me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
I don't know what sparked that dream, but never again, I tell you. So this is some kind of puzzle, if I remember. I have to figure out how to get out of here. Door is locked. Let's try... hammer and chisel. Solid metal, good shape. It has to be a solution I can actually deal with. It has to be something I would have the ingredients for. So, what do I have? What's mandatory? Hammer and chisel, and crank, and orb. None of those. Door is locked. Metal is in good shape. Cannot use this way. Can't use the item this way. Can't use the item this way. Wait! Something here. Fuck yeah, got a metal rod. Don't know what to do with this. 10 minutes later, she showed up and seemed fine. Huh. Bit anticlimactic. Can't use this way, huh? No. Can I jump through? No. Crouch jump. Nope, wasn't crouch jump. Let's try merging. No. Coffee Talk's basically a game where you rent a coffee shop in Seattle, and there's like fantasy races and shit along with humans, and there's a story with fantasy races trying to get equal rights and stuff, and you make them coffee and you listen to their problems. So Valhalla, but with no alcohol and cyberpunk. Yeah, no, I've gotten it recommended to me on Steam before. If I could have written it down everything exactly how it happened, it probably would have made a good game or something. I don't know. Not at least spooked, but it was terrifying. Well, it's a lot easier to spook yourself in a dream because you're in a different mental state. Yeah, no, I know, game. I'm trying to figure this one out. Oh, that's helpful. That's helpful. That means that's not the solution. So there's got to be something here. Do I have that? Huh. What do I do with this fucking bar? No. There's gotta be something I can do with this fucking bar. Tell me if anyone sees any... You can't use that here. Wow, don't know what went wrong there. Can't use that here. Can't use that here. That was weird. It was a weird solution to that puzzle. You can draw their coffee, so I guarantee somebody drew a dick or swastika, because any game that lets you draw or build someone draws dicks or swastikas. But I check out coffee shop doesn't seem as interesting as setting as a bar. Phone dying, be right back. All right. Yeah, I bought Valhalla on Steam, but I didn't buy Coffee Talk. The way it seems is that it's like, it seems like a kind of comfy kind of game, like a slice of life sort of thing, which isn't normally my kind of thing. The only reason I was I passed on Valhalla several times. The only reason I was interested is I heard it was really good. There's little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I'm fortunate to fall asleep and time will pass without effort, I begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside of a tomb. But now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I'm in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. Gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from there. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers in my dreams. Alright, easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's a key down a drain. Don't worry, I'm a master at getting shit out of shit. Oh, I died. Hey lady, you ever faked an orgasm? Valhalla gives you that bartender experience. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I do remember that line. I think I made it like 4 days into that game. I haven't beaten it. It's just like sitting, I think, on my desktop right now. Fuck yeah, laudanum. I have acquired a wooden bucket. I don't know why that's different from the iron bucket, but I have a wooden one. Shit's locked. Alright. Okay, I know what to do with this. Hi, dead body. Fuck yeah, Tinder. Key in the pipe that can't be reached. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Bop! Done. Didn't that fucking puzzle take Nova like 3 goddamn hours? I literally can't get through this door. What is happening? Oh, it's a pull door. Why is it a pull door? Oh, fuck right off the edge of my dick, Karnak. Nailed it. Damn. I hate it when I pick up a note and then collapse. Alexander came silent. He didn't know what to say. He could no longer recognize his friend sitting across the carriage.
1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever.
There's this video I keep seeing and recommend stuff on YouTube that says turn your PS4 into the ultimate PlayStation emulator. I'm just thinking, yeah, I don't think that's possible.
Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children.
I mean, I'd like to think that my computer is the ultimate PlayStation emulator. It's not, but I'd like to think that.
Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
And so we have learned that Daniel pre-Amnesia is in fact the worst of horror game protagonists. Huh? How did I just end up back in the room I just left? Oh, I think I just went in the wrong direction. Yeah, I know. What do you want me to do, game? It's unavoidable damage. There's this Xbox at a thrift store, and they had it plugged into a TV to show it worked, and I was messing around with it to see what was on the memory card. Little did I know whoever owned the Xbox before modded the fuck out of it. There was games from the NES to the PS2 on there. Oh man, all the time I spent on my fucking cool-ass wall is gone. Fuck. Literally unavoidable. That's so irritating. You're bleeding quite heavily. Yeah, go fucking figure. Alright, I need to find a way to make Wayner's tonic. Time to figure out how alchemy works. I might have needed that. I might have needed that. Hold up. I might have needed that. Hang on. Okay. This is a crusher. Let's take that. Let's take that, and let's take that, and don't I need something to collect these in? Fill a container is placed properly below. One of these. Nope. That's a funnel. No. I don't have a container. What do I care if the fucking building burns down? What am I doing? Fuck yeah, Wayner's tonic. With that, I can beat the game.
I thought I lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
Alright, what is this? Were you punching barrels? I'm confused. Hey. Drink that, fuckface.
Quickly, office ahead.
What?
And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
I don't know how to cut your head off. I don't have a saw. What? How do I cut his head off?
Vile was a brave man, and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples, and gathered a whole collection of orbs.
Ah, found one. All right, buddy, let's do it.
Me, powerful.
Not the way I hoped for.
They were throwing barrels at you. It's funnier in my head. Oh, okay.
can to escape this prison.
Sorry, bud. Cut your fucking head off. See, now in SMT, you might kill all of your friends, but Amnesia, you cut your friend's head off and carry it around with you. And he's like, yup. That was part of the plan. That was plan A, believe it or not. Yeah. Nocturne, you can kill all your friends, and then the remake again, and the new world, which is the neutral ending, is just the old one. Can I just fucking kill myself? You have to carry on. Well, he was standing where I needed to go. What did the game... The monster just spawned looking at me. Are you fucking kidding me, Daniel? It's a goddamn grunt. You've seen 100 of them. Fuck it. Look at him. Look right at him. Sanity doesn't matter. What am I even thinking?
August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down and... What is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent. But to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
So that's kind of when Daniel grew a conscience. Alright. Well, this machine just looks evil. But I guess then when don't they? What do I have? Do I have Agrippa's head? I don't see it in my inventory. Wait, did it just fall on the ground and then I never picked it up? Not large enough to jam the cogwheels. Well, that's why I wanted to use this fucking bar. This fucking bar. Not large enough to jam the cogwheels. So what do you want from me? By this saw. Really? What the fuck does the game want me to do? Can't use the metal bar this way. Still have this wooden crank for no reason. No object to use it on. I don't know what to do here. Tar. Apparently this game almost had guns and Jesus in it. That would have been a completely different experience. Alright, I have no idea. But I do need to get back to Agrippa. Because I don't have his head for some fucking reason. Here, what if I take this crate? Not strong enough, so I need a rock. Here we go, I'll just lift a fucking 200-pound rock. Fuck your robot machine. Okay, I need to find out why the fuck Agrippa's head is not in my inventory. Because I didn't pick it up. He turned angry. It was easy to take her insolence and make her the villain of the story, but she didn't deserve to die. Even he could see that. I need a workplace for this. Am I supposed to do this in the lab? We're definitely getting to the tail end of this game. I think all we have to do is take on Alexander, and I have to figure out how to fucking fix this orb. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. Alright, this is the only place I can think of as a workstation. Ow. Still? There we go. Bang! Yes! No mementos are available. So, if I recall correctly, I have to shove... What was that? Agrippa's head into Alexander's portal. Inner Sanctum. This should be it. This should be the end of the game. Okay. Took a different turn than I expected. Ow. I think I have fucking laudanum.
19th of August, 1839.
It's not fair. I'm not to blame.
Okay,
You
Daniel.
manipulated
Okay,
by
hang on.
Demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death.
Oh, that's
but
the
he
real
steals
reason. It's
power
not a
beyond
guilty conscience.
imagination.
Daniel's just pissed that fucking
Alexander,
Alexander
I
tried
will kill
to
you
fucking
for what
bait
you
and
have
switch
done.
him.
If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster.
And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press
That
on.
note
I can
is
hardly
that
stand as
we
my
see
knees
under
fail
the
me.
subtitles
I cannot
is
see, as my
definitely
eyes are dressed in tears.
not
I am as
what
broken
is
as
being
the
written
men I've
here.
tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Yeah, because I think the last word said revenge. Oh, I thought I saw a tinderbox. Laudanum. Won't open. Really? Why? Search for a way to open it. Really? Read a blog from 2007 talking about how Halo 3 could barely run on original model 360s. I have an original model 360, I think. Am I supposed to light the candles? No, because the game wouldn't expect me to have that many tinder boxes left. The game wouldn't know I'm an item hoarder. I think I just didn't stand on the circle long enough. Apparently the game would cause the system to overheat. Well, the original 360 overheated for every reason. Did it. Fuck. Wow. I'm sure it's supposed to be for dramatic purpose, but fuck me. Laudanum. Lantern. Oh, but chamber. Hi, Alexander.
If you were going to show up.
So there's like 3 endings we can get at this point.
You to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good
Yes.
and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable.
Ever tell about the guy who put all the useless bullshit on his PS4? What do you mean?
Or evil in Agrippa?
No! What? Look, I'm sure Cornelius Agrippa is a fucking terrible person, but Jesus Christ, man! You don't get to play the gray card at the end game after your fucking torture factory. Wow, you are really easy to beat. Like I said during the original Persona 4 playthrough, if your fucking plan at any point involves you to meet face-to-face with a hero, you have a bad plan and you should make a new one. Put like a bunch of additional hard drives, not useless. He had this wireless charging port and 3 fans. And like, oh yeah, you did tell me, yeah. I was thinking software, not hardware. Last ones were useless. I don't know. Liquid cooling on a fucking PS4 is useful because those fuckers overheat so quickly. Fucking PlayStation is so bad at making heat vents. Not like Apple bad, but like really bad. They run like fucking space heaters.
A whole other world. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I can finally return home. But you... No, you fool! You have ruined us!
Get fucked! Get fucked, you dumb bitch! Get fucked, you dumb bitch!
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more. Please, help him. I know you can. Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.
Liquid cooling is not something I invest in. I got a friend, she used liquid cooling in her big-ass sci-fi computer until it leaked and completely fucked her shit. I don't use liquid cooling because from tests I've seen, at a certain point, a really big fan will do just as well for less money and less risk to your system. So instead of using liquid cooling for my sci-fi computer, I have a fucking massive fan. Like, it is the biggest fan on the market. It is like a fucking brick just attached to my CPU. And it keeps this fucker pretty cool. So... which is good, because my CPU runs like a fucking space heater. It's just like a PlayStation. Which is why I am miserable when I stream PS4 games. Anyway, Amnesia, Dark Descent. The good Amnesia. Okay, I'm not going to add this to the favorite list until after we finish Justine. Because of the same thing that happened with fucking Answer, where, you know, maybe Justine is so, like, head and shoulders above the rest of the game that it, like, brings it up unforeseen number of notches. But I'll say what base game, Amnesia, we can review that right now. Mechanically, like, the way this game plays, it can be a little awkward, especially with, like, how you have to rotate the mouse to, like, move levers, and you have to pull the mouse to open doors, and I get what they were going for. They were trying to, like, put you in the moment so you feel more afraid, and they were trying to... I think, in a way, it was supposed to be awkward, I think, so that it makes moments more tense. And it ends up putting you in a situation where, like, you're the character in the horror movie that's fumbling over themselves to get through the door. The only problem is it's so fucking frustrating when you're trying to, like, deal with the mechanics of the door opening rather than just having an activation button. That when you actually are dealing with it, it becomes some... In one instance, for example, I feel like the tension of the situation got deflated just because it was more irritating to have to deal with the door opening mechanic than it was to have actually just been able to activate the door normally. A point of order, the ODN314 is part of, like, a series of text strings from the different endings of the game that opens, like, some secret, like, concept art files or something from what I've read. We're not going to do that, but there you go. There's some fun stuff. So yeah, the way you manipulate the environment in this game can actually get really annoying and frustrating. It has a lot of classic, like, point-and-click puzzle mechanics from games like Resident Evil and shit. So it's kind of like an old school survival horror, but not like tank controls. So it's a little blend of the old school style and the modern style. The game itself is fucking terrifying. More so in the earlier levels than the later levels, but that might just be because I adapted to it as time went on, which I tend to do. But yeah, I especially find the game does a great job creating tension and then keeping the tension going. But I feel like the mechanics and the way the game plays ends up eroding some of the terror that it manages to build through its atmosphere and through its encounters. The game decentivizes you from physically looking at monsters, which is good because the monster designs in Amnesia aren't great. But the problem is that because there's no like combating mechanics, which definitely works in this game's favor, but because there is no combat mechanics, you have to look at the monsters in order to stealth through sections. So you end up tanking your stamina by looking at them, which kind of leads me to the other issue with this, which is the sanity mechanic, which is fucking pointless and doesn't actually do anything. I know it causes hallucinations that like disturb you throughout the game. Like I think that's probably what those bugs on the screen that always freak me the fuck out are caused by. But the problem is that the idea is that stamina drains when you look at horrible sights like a bunch of dead bodies or a monster or darkness. And it doesn't when you're in the light because Daniel's noctophobic. The issue is that the way the game is designed, it is simply not viable for your stamina to not drain. Like that one instance where you're in the laboratory, you have to be in a corpse room. Your stamina has to drain. There's no way around that. And you have to spend most of the game in the darkness because the monsters will attack you. And you can't look at the monsters because your stamina will drain, but you have to look at the monsters in order to avoid them. So the game is designed exclusively around your stamina draining, and there is no way to regain stamina other than doing puzzles, but you can't outrun the monsters forever. So they're eventually going to catch you. And what's more is sometimes when you complete puzzles or you, in some instances from this very stream, walk down a hallway or open a door, or just stand there even, sometimes your stamina will just completely shit itself and you just completely lose all sanity. So the whole sanity mechanic could work on paper, but the way it's implemented is that it only ever goes down. There's no reliable way to make it go up, and even if you get your stamina to crystal clear like I did at several points, the game will just suddenly decide to instantly tank it. So it kind of undermines its own mechanic in that regard. And I found that as I was playing through the game, having to, like, as well as Amnesia manages to craft its terrifying environment, the game itself, the mechanics, end up creating this kind of dissonance with the horror that you're actually being subjected to. As far as the horror atmosphere, it handles it excellently, especially compared to other horror games we've played. There's moments of calm, followed by moments of tension, moments where you're supposed to escape, but you don't necessarily do escape. And they kind of change around enemy spawns and locations so that you don't end up getting them locked into a certain pattern. So the tension is always there, and it's always fresh, and it's moving around you, which is good. It does a great job of keeping the flow going. As for the story itself, it's interesting, but not fascinating, if that makes sense. It's not great, it's just acceptable. It is a device that gets you into the game without having to know any prior details about the game, and it gets you through the horrifying environments to play the game. Daniel having amnesia is a great way to introduce the character to an unknown setting while exploring the story and the characters around them without having to establish anything. Although amnesia is a very lazy plot device, I will say. Alexander's no great villain. He's just a guy that wants to get home, and he's willing to do any horrible thing he can to get there. Daniel is interesting only in that he is a terrible person that bitched out at the end and gave himself amnesia before finishing the job. So he's almost like a Silent Hill protagonist if he was the worst Silent Hill protagonist. And by that I mean blatantly the most evil and malicious. But yeah, but most of the story of the game, like, there's definitely some interests about, like, Alexander trying to return home and Daniel trying to get after Alexander and Daniel's excursions. And there's a lot of interesting dialogue in it. Well, there's some interesting dialogue that keeps you interested, but ultimately the story is just kind of a vehicle designed to get you enough into the story that you get spooked by the monsters. So Amnesia, Dark Descent, definitely an A for presentation, maybe lacking in a few other areas. Also, here's a bit of a personal issue. Although the game did lose its fear towards the end, in the earlier parts, I thought it was too scary, and I wasn't a fan of that. I was too scared. It wasn't like the on-edge spooky scares that I get from like a Resident Evil game. It was just like, fuck me, this is terrifying, I hate it. Like that kind of thing, and I'm not big on horror, because if it does get me, I fucking hate it. And then most of the time, it just doesn't get me. So that's Amnesia, but we'll see how Justine turns out. I know Justine's not noctophobic, so she doesn't lose sanity in darkness, I think only when looking at monsters. So sanity's a lot less of a mechanic for her, and I think that's an interesting idea. So we'll see how it goes with her. I think what I'm going to do, so I didn't take notes on how to get these endings, which kind of showed where I was kind of looking up how to acquire the Wayner ingredients, mostly because I've seen Amnesia played enough that I'm pretty sure I can just get the ending I want. And I think I know the ending I'm going with Justine. I think we're going to be a huge fucking bitch, which isn't the fun way to do it, but I think it's the way the character would be played. So, yeah. Anyway. Time to read. Remember in Surreal Experiments Lane, where Lane, in order to keep her computer from overheating, flood her room? Yes, I do. The Resident Evil remake made me jump from Jill's shadow. This game made me jump from a waterfall, so there you go. But yeah, that's Amnesia Dark Descent. I'm not going to rate it, like I said, but I am going to close out the stream, I think. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Where's my ending tab? There it is. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Hope y'all had a great fucking time. What did I just rip off? What did I just rip off? That's got to be my display capture. Hang on. Yeah, it was my display capture. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doopsies. Don't rip that off. Okay. Anyway, only 3.5 hours. So, yeah, fuck me. I ripped off my display capture again. Hopefully everyone had a great time. Is anyone streaming? Is anyone going right now? Kindu's playing Vampire the Masquerade. That's kind of spooky. Should we raid Kindu? We could raid Kindu. That could be fun. I was walking and the camera angle changed and Jill's shadow was just looming behind her. But yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna do Justine, and then Sunday, I don't know what we're gonna do or I don't know what we're gonna do Saturday. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, we're looking forward to getting back into Kingdom Hearts. So cool. I get to bake my fucking room again. But yeah, hope everyone had a good time. I kind of did. But yeah, I've been Sacrabalic, your envoy of hope, and bye-bye, I guess. I'm gonna send y'all over to Kindu, though, because he's great. He's super nice. Check him out. Y'all will love him. Nicest guy ever.